What's up, Cancer, and welcome to your month ahead reading for October 2020. Please feel free to watch if you're a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Tropical, or Sidereal. You could just even watch for like a Cancer placement that you might have if you want. I'm really just channeling the energy of Cancer for the month of October. So let's go ahead and get into the week to week. Right off the bat, Cancer, before we even pull the cards, intuitively I'm feeling a huge emphasis on attachment and connection. Like there's just an energy of attachment and connection here, and then career. It seems like those two areas of life are very amplified right now. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. I'm seeing the Death card come up already. I feel like you know, the month of October and November can kind of be like home energy for Cancer in a way, where it's like your fellow cardinal sign and a fellow water sign back to back. But I feel like you can also put Cancer in like a sleep. So that's another thing I'm like picking up on. Let's see. Let's see what's going on the first week of October for Cancer. First week of October for Cancer. Okay, I definitely was picking up on this energy, especially when I said that these next couple months can sometimes put Cancer in like this sleepy energy. Seven of Pentacles kind of means you could be feeling a little more lethargic, especially around like the end of this month, first week of October. You could be feeling a little bit more lethargic, or you could be feeling like unmotivated, or you can be feeling you're not getting enough recognition. But I feel like when the first week of October rolls in, that's when we actually start to uplift ourselves from that. I see this energy of strength coming in, where you kind of like just find your kind of like passionate place to work from, like a passionate point to work from. I can also see just like a lot of these issues had to do with like just self-limiting beliefs that Cancer had when it came to career and when it came to presenting itself out in the real world. The water signs tend to have a very difficult time coming out into the real world. This is why they can be more introverted, hidden signs. But yeah, so I feel though that we're coming out of that and we're starting to kind of like understand our core again. And because we understand our core again, Cancer, we know how to be a little more unshakable, and we know how to argue a little bit better and stand up for ourselves a little bit better. I feel like it's not that Cancer can't, it's that sometimes Cancer doesn't know how. And I think that kind of works itself out. I think it's going to be like an easy flow. Like I feel like you guys are just going to kind of like be like, why am I not believing in myself? Why am I not rooting the hardest for myself? I root so hard for everybody else. Like, why am I not doing it for myself? So I kind of see that conversation coming up too for Cancer. Let's go ahead and pull for the second week. Okay. So the energy of Knight of Swords and 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands, it deals with the theme of burdens, okay? Something that's interesting is we kind of have a knight coming in to kind of like cut those burdens off. I see it like the knight coming in with a knife to help you drop these sticks one by one. So I feel like second week, Cancer, we figure out how to not overwork ourselves. Okay, I feel like there's this energy of Cancer taking on too much responsibility or too many burdens, or trying to take care of everybody and take care of everything and trying to be a good friend and be this and be that. No, I feel like Knight of Swords kind of comes in to help you narrow that weight load down so you can make work fun again, so you can be creative again. Because with Libra season present, I feel like this gives Cancer like a really good time to be creative and decorative, especially because Cancer low-key has that energy too, because they like to nest and create a home, and so they do, it's like both energies like to beautify things. And so I feel like there's going to be that energy of trying to beautify your life, and in order to do that, you know, you might have to cut some things off, you might have to let go in order to make more time, or in order to have more money, or in order to just expand. That question though becomes clear second week. let's see what's going on third week of October for Cancer. Third week of October for Cancer 2020. Okay, Cancer. So I think the next kind of question that pops up for Cancer third week is kind of like, what is my legacy? What am I going to be working for the long run? What am I going to build on now? And how am I going to present myself? What is my reputation? Those are all questions that kind of are work through the third week. Because with Seven of Cups, it kind of means like there's so many different options, or there's so many different ideas that we have that we're kind of maybe becoming shadow to our own ideas, or maybe we are have so many different projects that it's making it difficult for one to actually take off. Whereas if we had less projects, then we could pay more attention to it and it might take off a little bit more quickly. All right, so there's that energy of like, yes, we're going to cut burdens off, cut responsibilities, but then that also leaves the question of like, you know, what am I building? As I'm cutting, what am I making room for? That is the middle of the month for you guys. Let's see what's the end of the month. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Since these two fell in a pair, I'm going to keep them together, and this I think is going to be a clarifier for us. End of the month, we have the Tower with King of Wands. I really love this King energy for you, because beginning of the month we start off like that. End of the month we end here, sitting like this. So this is beautiful. Notice, beginning of the month we got 10 rods, and in the month we got 1. There's this energy of focus. Absolute focus. Focus in terms of passion, creativity, career. What is making us happy? What is expanding us? Pure focus on that by the end of the month. I think that comes super clear. There's energy of this tower crumbling, and I feel like this is not an old tower or new tower. This is an old tower. It's kind of like the remaining bits crumbling, the ashes moving away. Because now we're feeling the King energy. Now we're willing to build something that's new. And remember, that was what was in question the third week. And I think fourth week we're like, I'm ready to build. Does that make sense? I'm ready to kind of like be in control of my reality, of my life. Let's see what the clarifier was. Okay, so we have the energy of the Nine of Swords. So with this energy, I feel like what comes crumbling with this tower is anxieties, paranoias, self-limiting beliefs, confidence issues, that inner voice in your head that tells you you can't do it, or that inner voice in your head that tells you to stay scared, or that inner voice in your head that tells you like, you know, you're not gonna make it. I feel like that is what is the remaining bit of the tower that sheds. And by shedding that, we really step into this King energy of like, again, why wouldn't I support myself? Why wouldn't I believe in myself? Like, if I don't, who will? There's this energy of Cancer finally taking care of Cancer by the end of the month. Super cardinal of the energy. Also, I want to note lizards. If you see lizards, that is your spirit animal right now. I just am noticing that right here. So there's also the energy of feather for Cancer and flight for Cancer. So surround yourself with some air signs. But I also feel there's this energy of like making, as you make yourself lighter, you kind of like ascend. Like life picks up in momentum. You start to see things take off the lighter you get. There's this energy of like, as you give or sacrifice or trust in the universe, you get back. And it's going to be, I think, a scary leap of faith. I have to say, I have to warn. I feel like whatever it is that's the end of this tower that we kind of have to shed or let go of, I feel like it might be difficult. I feel like we might be really attached to it. But, you know, like I said, one of the themes here was our attachments. Okay. Alright, Cancer, so that was it for your month ahead reading. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Like this video so I know to keep posting tarot videos. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one.